From your most watched, most trusted weather source, here's your certified, most accurate first alert forecast.
We've had some dry weather over the past couple months, and that's allowed some of those drier conditions to creep back in after a very wet summer. We are expecting a little bit more rain as we head into Wednesday. Finally, enough rain to kind of help with the dry conditions, if not just keep them the same until more rain can arrive. Rarely do we get rid of dry conditions in one rain event, but it's known to happen. This one probably not going to be it. Most of us, inch of rain, just under an inch of rain for some. Some areas along the coast could get closer to 2 or slightly over 2 inches of rain, depending on where some heavier bands of rain start to set up. With those heavier bands of rain Wednesday morning into the early afternoon, can't rule out a severe storm or two, but it doesn't look like a big severe threat for us, and maybe just a lot like what we saw on Thanksgiving, even though we are expecting more rain than what we got on Thanksgiving. So we've got a round of showers moving in right now. You can already see more rain down to our southwest. That's a little bit heavier. This will probably get here after midnight, closer to sunrise, and that's where maybe we start to pick up a little bit more. So far today, just a few hundredths of an inch. Has not been very impressive rainfall, but there's still a lot more to come. Coast is dry right now. Nearest rain is in northern Onslow County, Duplin County, heading over into Jones County. Heaviest of the rain up into Lenore County right now, with a little bit of a dry break for Greene County, Pitt County, at least central and northern Pitt County. Rain picks up there near Chicod, moving over towards Washington, Chakawinity, and more rain across the peninsula. So once we get the rain out of here, not only is it rainy, but windy too on Wednesday. That wind starts to bring in colder airs. It switches directions behind the cold front. Thursday, Friday, quiet, but also looking a little bit colder, just not as cold as what we had last week, as we may get into the upper 20s, but I don't think we'll be near or in the teens like we were at times last week. Winds tonight out of the south, that should keep temperatures about where they are now. I don't think many of us drop, but just maybe 2 to 3 degrees as we head through the overnight hours. Looking out from Washington, ground wet again, but no water on the lens. Quieter and cloudy as you head down towards the Crystal Coast. So more rain around sunrise after midnight. That'll stick around till about 9, 10 o'clock. Then we get a break, some sunshine, some peaks of hints of instability, but the best chance for severe weather comes in for Wednesday morning. And most of us just see rain, but every once in a while you see a couple storms flare up, heavy rain, lightning, thunder, but other than maybe an isolated damaging wind gust, severe threat does not look very intimidating right now. We'll keep an eye on it. A lot of times our severe risks come together at the last second, but the fact that the heavier storms are developing on the coast and quickly pushing back over open water kind of keeps the worst of it from impacting most of us. Warm tonight, even warmer tomorrow, 60s and even some 70s possible, especially if we get the sunshine through the afternoon. Coastal forecast looks like the rain will hold off for the most part after tomorrow morning. Then we start to get into some of that heavier rain Tuesday night to Wednesday, and it gets a little bit colder. But right now, the coldest temperature is 29, which is kind of warm compared to where we were last week, into the teens and low 20s. Maybe a little bit of a stronger wind chill Thursday morning, though, as that cold front works its way through.
All right, but yeah, nothing compared to what we endured last week. So this really is feeling like a little bit of a trip for us. It's nice.
And it's more of a glancing blow. It's in on Thursday, kind of out on Saturday, and then we go back to average for much of next week.
All right, thanks, Zach.